So now, ladies and gentlemen, into the co-main event of the evening. Brian Shaw versus Brendan Allen. On the first round, there's just too much movement, so they go into a referee's grip. And after the ready go, he got slipped in the straps. And after the go, Brendan just stops Brian right in the center. He holds Brian a bit, twists, and then pin him. But unfortunately for Brendan, it was a foul on him because he lifted his elbow up. So on the restart, Brendan takes the center, climbs up, and just flop presses Brian Shaw right to the pad. 1-0 Brendan. And what Brian should be looking for here is explosiveness. But on the second round, Brian just squeezes Brendan's finger and Brendan fouls out. And on the restart, the same thing happens and Brendan just couldn't escape. Being this match now 1-1. Onto the third round, Brian does the same thing again, just squeeze that finger and not let him go, and Brendan falls out. And in my opinion, Brian is making no effort to be explosive here. On the restart, Brendan's shoulders weren't squared. He tried flop pressing, could have gotten the pin, but got a warning. On the restart, flop wrist press again from Brendan, but slip. On the straps, Brian goes with the flop wrist press, and he does it successfully, but Brendan protested. However, the protest is denied, so it is now 2-1 to Brian. Now into round 4. Brian Shaw squeezes Brendan's finger and he just top rolls him right to the pad, but it was called a foul on Brendan. And on the restart, Brian does the same thing, squeezes his finger, and this time he flop presses right to the pad. This match ends 3-1. Congratulations, Brian Shaw.